Welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and it's another Crafty Live. I can see that we have people in chat already. Hello, hello. Hello, Shaz. Hello, Vixie. I have just realised that I need to put my glasses on so I can read the chat properly. Right, how are we all doing? Are we having a good day? Have we been crafty? What are we working on? Let me know. I'm incredibly nosy and I like to know what you're getting up to. Quindara, hello. You have been working, so I'm only going to lurk. That's completely fine. I'm glad to have you here. Oh, right. So, yeah. We're at a really ugly stage at the moment in my creation. She's a long way off from this at the moment, so I'm going to set that to one side. I also thought, given that I poured this one last week, given that I poured this one last week, I figured I'd unveil it so that you could see the process. Just, yeah, so this one is fairly simple. Oh, if I can remember what order the bands went on. So, one thing I will say is that I don't know. I mean, these are the bands that came with the kit. They are not going to stand up to too many more uses. I can see that they're already becoming a little bit worn in places from being stretched. So just worth remembering if you've got this kit or you've got a similar mold that needs bands, get yourself a good supply of elastic bands, because although yes, you can reuse them, you can't reuse them forever. So yeah, that one particularly looks like it's probably gonna break next time I use it. But as I say, I don't know. These are the ones that came with the kit, so I'm not sure exactly what they're made of. That one's really out of shape. They may be some special biodegradable rubber that doesn't stand up to regular usage. Okay, so just need to be very careful. Okay, we'll take the, which is the back and which is the front. Can I remember? Right, this is the back. So the back comes off fairly easily. Oh, we've not got a little knobble on the head this time, so that's good. A few little air bubbles, but nothing major. And then the main thing is this the grabby hand is the one that will sometimes be a problem when you're demolding. So this one's okay, it's the other one you just need to sort of wiggle it if any of them are going to get broken. What did I miss? Oh, Vixie. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's never nice when anybody loses a companion. Oh, hi Roxy. Okay, I think we're going to be all right. There we go. Oh, another air bubble. But I seem to just struggle with the hands, I think, in terms of air bubbles. But yeah, there we go. So we've got another one ready for a future project. Again, they are a little bit top heavy, so like to topple forward. I think because they're designed to take wings and a tail, which would then balance them backwards. Roxy, this is the one that I poured last week at the beginning of the live, so I just thought I would demold it now, so that you could see the demolding process. That's all. So I'm not necessarily going to do anything with it at the moment. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it does mean that I've got another blank to work on. Should I hate the one I've created, which, you know, we're not far off that at the moment, because the face on the one I'm currently working on is a little bit hideous. So so yeah, so this is where we're at with what I did last week. Obviously we've now got a bit more movement in the ears because they are well secured, and I need to obviously block those in now with some Sculpey. It's not Sculpey, it's cosplay. So yeah, that's our job for today, and then working on the eyes and fixing that nose, which is a bit broad, should we say. So yeah, I'm going to get myself a brand new sander and a pokey tool and some other tools for working with, and then we're going to get going. So yeah, so what we've done so far is not unworkable. I'm just not that happy with it. So I'm just going to buff up the face a little bit so that we can still work on it. Oh. I don't know what weather you guys not in the UK have had, but it's been so warm today. All I've wanted to do is nap just all day. So I'm fairly low energy, I'm afraid, at the moment. And yeah, I've had a week of health related stuff. So all good fun. I just saw your message, Shaz, about your health stuff. So yeah, I only saw it just before I went live. So we'll chat about it later. If you don't want to chat about it here, that's fine. But feel free to share in the comments if you want to. This is quite brutal. There's something about sculpting faces that always feels just a little bit brutal. I've spent a lot of time recently. I mean, I spend quite a lot of time doing this anyway, but this week particularly I've been watching a lot of other sculptors on YouTube to see if I can pick up any tips. And yeah, all it's done is just make me feel very inadequate. Maybe not the best idea. Hey Jackie, how are you? I hope you're on the mend. Oh. So, right, let's get these ears covered and then maybe I'll feel better about the whole thing. Oh. Okay. Jackie, if you want to see this is what we're aiming for. Eventually we will have some kind of gnome pixie kind of character. That's the plan, but we're a long way off. Get some Sculpey on there. Oh. Oh, a cup of coffee has arrived. Thank you so much. Oh. Yes, I'll probably do jump rings for the little earrings and stuff. Yeah. And I've got some beads and bits and pieces, and then some sort of magic-y stuff. I might do a resin crystal for the end, and then I've got some miniature ivy to wind around it. So yeah, we will we'll see if I can get there. But I'm only working on it for an hour a week because I'm just doing it during the lives. So it's not going to be a rushed project, and it could take a while. I don't know. I've sort of allotted the lives this month to working on it. So hopefully, I feel like maybe I've placed her ears a little bit too high up, but we'll have to work with that. It was pointed out, I think, by Quindara last week that it was looking a bit Stitch. And I don't mind that, but that's not what I was going for. So oh, thank you so much. It's lovely that you would drop in. So thank you. Oh, apologies if you can hear alarm going off. Bear with me. That is my husband's phone alarm telling him that if he had work tonight, he would have to go to work. But he's off, which is why he's not paying attention. Oh, well, that's what being live is all about. It's real life. Yay. Oh, I'm just gonna try and get that. Oh, you're always welcome anytime. Right, let's just get this blended into the head a little bit, and I'll feel a little bit better about it. Oh, and then I look at the back and realise, oh, completely, yeah. Without Jackie, I would not be sculpting. I'd have probably stuck to things I was more used to. But yeah, the kits that Jackie has created have forced me out of my comfort zone and have given me a whole new love of 3D crafting that I had sort of lost. I did a lot of sculpting when I was at college, but using I did sort of wire sculpting and metal sculpting mostly. I was as a teenager, I was a bit obsessed with the idea of making a 3-dimensional version of the what's known as the soft clocks, the Salvador Dali picture. Yeah, so I was my big sort of A-level piece was me making 3D melty clocks. So, hello, how are you? Yeah, good. Okay, it's all right. Oh. So, I do not like how grumbly this is when I start working with it, but once you've smushed it a bit, it does come back to life. I think I said last week it reminds me of a block of hard cheese. It's that sort of texture. Right. Let's see if I can manage a sip of tea whilst also smushing clay. Yeah, I'm talking to things that, you know, Jackie's responsible for. I love that. Yeah, I now consider Quindara to be, you know, a friend, and our paths would never have crossed were it not for her working with Jackie. So it's just, yeah, one of those weird little things. But I mean, not to get too existential, but I kind of love thinking about stuff like that, although it also weirds me out. So, you know, I was bought my first diamond painting for my 41st birthday by a lady I worked with who knew I liked arty things. And that sent me on a rabbit hole of diamond painting and then diamond painting online. And were it not for that, I would never have got to know Shaz. And she has become, you know, an important friend in my life. So yeah, it's funny when you think about stuff, but also a bit scary. So. Right. Again, obviously, once these are baked, they will have a lot more structure, and I can then fiddle about with them a little bit more. The shape of that one has come out of shape. I am indeed sister from another mister. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I love our little community that we've got here. As I try not to get too obsessive about the, you know, the YouTubey numbers and such, but certainly the community makes it all worthwhile. What have I done to that ear? Why is it the wrong shape now? I've smushed it into a bunny rabbit shape. Oh yeah. Nice. Roped Emma into the addiction. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's nothing quite like being obsessive with something and then getting somebody else to be equally obsessive about it. Oh, these ears, they're gonna drive me mad. But once she's got hair, maybe it'll look better. I don't know. I'm not an ear expert. Okay, what I might do is also put the rings through before I fire it. Maybe not right now, but yeah. So Jackie had mentioned using jump rings as earrings. I have many jump rings, in different sizes. So these are just like the little rings that are used for jewelry making. And I've got them in several sizes, going down to super tiny. Ooh, can't even focus on them. So that's what the earrings and such will be made of. She's also got like a decorative crown type thing coming around there. I think those ears are going to need a second pass. I've not done a very good job of covering up the wires, but that's okay. I think what I will do is run a snake of clay round to give that kind of like the edge of the ear. Yeah, I'm going to put the jump rings in before I bake it. You can use a little drill and drill through. I have, where is it? Where's my drill thing? I've got this little hand drill that came with a resin kit. That works quite well. So you can get some tiny holes in things. I could, of course, just poke holes now and then fire it. But yeah, I think I'll probably try and put them in before it goes in the oven, except where I might want to add some plastic beads, just because I'm not sure how they'll hold up to being in oven. Right, so the other main thing that I want to do today is get her wings on, because I think the wings will then affect the position of her clothes. So, oh, and eyes. She needs eyes. Those are important, which will mean another pass on the face. So with my overflow from last week, I filled up the little eye mold, and I think from looking at the sizes it's going to be these tiny ones. But I am going to make them with resin, because then they'll be more glassy and lifelike, and maybe just a bit scary. So I'm just going to set her to the side for a bit, and we're going to play with some resin while I drink coffee. I'll just move you down so you can see. Pandara, I've never done diamond painting, can't even do Lego sets without the cats putting half the pieces under the furniture. Oh yeah, I feel you there. Yeah. Yeah, mine just like to kind of sit on my diamond painting, so I have to be quite careful about making sure it's covered and they're not sticking themselves to it. Yeah, right. Just because I'm here, I am going to make a set of the larger eyes as well. This is UV resin. The original kit came with a bottle of Sophie and Toffee UV resin, but that is long gone, sadly. So we are on, what is this? This brand is Fansells. I don't know. Cheap and from Amazon is what it is. So yeah, so this particular mold that comes with the kit is designed for eyes, but it's also got these ones that are more like a sort of gemstone-y shape. So they come out like this. They remind me of little jelly tots. Oh, yeah, I have found drills in the weirdest of places, including, you know, when having a bath. So they do get everywhere. Yeah, belly buttons. How? I don't know. I've never done naked diamond painting, so I'm not sure how they end up in my belly button, but it's happened. Right, I've got some bubbles. Let's get rid of those bubbles. You can pop them with, see those little bubbles on top? You can pop them with a little cocktail stick or a spritz of rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to do this in sort of 2 passes with my Nerdy Crafter UV torch, which came with the kit. So I'm trying to use as much of the original kit contents as possible. Wow, you even found them diamonds in your bird aviary and you don't go in there. Wow. They really do get everywhere. Yeah, they're a bit like glitter. Not that this is in any way a resin tutorial, but if you're making, if you're doing anything with UV resin, obviously the light needs to be able to get through the resin to set it. So you do need a clear mold. I have found out through quite a lot of trial and error that yeah, you can't get away. Even I've got some pale blue molds that are very thin. It's the mold that these butterflies come out of is pale blue, and that cannot stand up to it doesn't let the UV light pass through. What you end up with is this, which is like just the top layer of the resin getting cured, and then the underneath was still liquidy. So I pulled off the top that was hard and kept it. It sort of reminds me of like almost like a melted ice sculpture. But yeah, so that's what a completed one in clear would look like. And yeah. Oh yeah, glitter, hay, yeah. Oh yeah, it's just, oh no, I think my batteries are running low. That's not good. Need to find some more AAAs. Right, we're still a little bit tacky. My batteries are a bit low. I should have thought about that. I've been using it a lot recently. Do I have some spares? Hi, Robin. We're still sticky. I might have to dig out my other UV lamp just because my batteries are low. So it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with the torch. It's just my batteries are a bit low and it's not giving off as much power as it would normally. But I do have my nail art lamp, which I will pop off to the side just in case we need it. This one plugs in, so no worries about batteries. It's just it's a Miley nail art, like a salon one. It's only a cheapy one, but it's the sort that you can put a whole hand in or a whole foot. And then it runs for 120 seconds or 240 seconds. So you can just sort of cycle it through. But right, while those are there, let's think about paint for the eyes. So we're definitely going to want some sparkle because obviously. Oh, we're also going to need some wire for the wings. I might use epoxy for the hair just because it's going to be quite fine. We've got the rainbow glitter alcohol ink that came with the kit, which I love and lasts so well. Maybe some metallic gold. Oh, I've got metallic green. That might be nice for a foresty creature's eyes. A little bit of white. And obviously some black. So we'll see. And then people are always asking, what can you do with diamond painting trays? I use them as little throwaway paint palettes. So there's an idea for you if you're ever looking for something to do with your diamond palettes. Yeah, I should think that I'd like to think that my batteries in general are a bit too low, to be honest. So, right. There we go. That's better. I might just... Yeah, I think they're okay now. I'm going to pop them in for one more go, just to make sure. I don't want to be dealing with sticky resin. How are you, Robin? Are you well? I am low battery, definitely. That's just, yeah, that is how I am today. What have I done with my fairy wings? There. So these guys are going to need a bit of wire on the back. Oh, you can tell I'm not organised today. Okay, they are so cute. Yeah, this is from this mould that came with Jackie's second kit. So it gives you the option of making the wings out of, you can just smush clay in there, or these ones were done using the leftover moulding compound. So there's, we've got, I'll put it down here. So we've got the fairy wings, which is sort of, like a butterfly kind of fairy wing. Then we've got a feathered wing. And more of a dragony kind of. Yeah, so lots of options. This is not a shiny mould, so you will only get like a matte finish, although even with a matte finish, they are very pretty. I'm pleased with how they came out. I definitely think I'm going to go for the resin wings rather than those ones, but I will keep them for another day. Right, how deep are the holes in the back? That's the question. They are about a centimetre. Okay. Okay, so make two little bits like this. Yes, yeah, you could glaze over if you wanted to, and if you wanted the wings to be a shiny finish. Can Come on. Sorry, I'm doing fiddly things off camera, which is not very helpful. I lost a whole bunch of footage the other day because when I looked back at it, I had been out of shot for almost everything. So, okay, I'll leave that as a little Easter egg for you for future videos. See if you can work out which one of my videos it was that I had lost a bunch of footage. It will be this month, but I'm not telling you when. Okay. So, do I want to glue these on with resin or do I want to glue them on with glue? That is the question. I've got the UV resin out. I might as well use it. So, and it's quicker than mixing up an epoxy glue. So, oh, again. Just going to do a line of the UV resin. And then pop that in place. And then I'm literally going to hold the lamp over it. In order to keep it in the right spot. There we go. It's already got enough strength to hold itself up, so that's good. Right. What's next? Oh. Okay. Right, that one's holding itself up. So I'll just move that to the side for a bit and we'll put the next one on. Oh no, that's not good. My phone is just giving me a low battery warning. What is going on? Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Okay, so I'll be live until my battery runs out because I cannot get my charger to reach where I'm filming from. Oh no. Oh, do you have a funny feeling about a day? You just know it's going to be a funny one. Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, this one is nice and solid now. And so when we are ready, we will be able to fix that into the back there. And then we will have wings that can be moved a little bit. You're not going to have full range of movement. And obviously, every time you wiggle the wire, it will eventually, it'll eventually give out. So, okay, let's get these eyes painted. Where did I put them? Over here. Okay, so I'm going to put a little dot of black in the middle. I need to give these a shake because I haven't used them for a while. Shake, shake, shake. It's been one of those days for everyone. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. But nonetheless, we persevere. It's not the end of the world. And in fact, I mean, looking at the time, it's been 40 minutes already. I've achieved not very much in that 40 minutes. I don't feel like I have. But at least I will have made some progress. So, but yeah, sip of coffee. Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a redo on the day. Yeah, I had lots of plans for today and didn't achieve any of them. So it's been just a very non-productive day. Right. Okay. Again, I'm going to try and bring... Oh, I hate that there's no zoom on this. It's so annoying. I have to move the whole camera. Sorry, giving you all motion sickness. Right. I think they're about even. So, just... And again, you know, things that have gone wrong. My heat gun gave out on me the other day, and it only occurred to me today that having a replacement would be good, but that's coming tomorrow. So I'm just going to pop the paint under the UV lamp. That's not a necessity, but it's quite warm under there, and I'm hoping that it will help it to cure a little bit quicker. Pandora started the day with an email pointing out where you messed up. Oh, don't make me start over. Okay. yeah, no, you don't want to be redoing bad news. No. See, I thought Monday was going to be my rubbish day. Monday I had 2 doctor's appointments, which meant not only doctor's times 2, but also leaving the house, which is a thing I hate to do. Which is why there was 2, because I'd opted to have 2 appointments on one day and just do the leaving the house once rather than repeated leaving the houses. But it was, yeah, not fun. So just trimming the edge of this wire just so that it's not overhanging the edge of the wing. It's not like these have to be child safe, they're not going to be played with, but I also don't want them to be dangerous. So yeah, that's fine now. Oh no, I cannot imagine a world where people are complaining about you, Roxy. That seems utterly alien to me. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I feel like we just all need a big hug. At the moment, we're all going through something. Okay, right. So they're ready to go. Just need to make sure I put them on the right way around. Okay. So we've got our black dots. Oh, hey Vicky. Okay, so we're going to do some gold, and then I shall maybe get some glitter. Although I don't know if there's going to be room for glitter, but definitely gold. I think the gold will be nice as an alternative to sort of a brown eye. We'll have gold eyes. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the camera. See, it's just... Welcome to Complaining with Arietta. Jeepers. Okay. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to, if you think about these resin eyes like a doll's eye, so we're painting on the flat back of the domed surface. So Right, I think that's maybe enough. It's difficult to know. Sorry, as you can tell by my voice, I've gone into concentration mode. I noticed that in a video that I'd filmed the other day when when I watched the footage back to edit it. I was like, oh my god, there's so many points where I just don't say anything. Right, back under the UV lamp to warm that up for a bit. What have I missed in chat? They complained because you had a cry. That, oh my gosh, people are so heartless. Ugh. Just no. Yeah. I did have it once where I had I burst into tears in front of my boss, who was a guy, and he just didn't know what to do. I think maybe some of that was that, you know, he didn't want to hug me because that could be taken the wrong way. So he didn't know how to comfort me. Yeah, it's. But yeah, nobody should be complaining about you crying. That should not be a thing. Okay. We'll finish off with some white. Oh no, I didn't shake that well enough. That was just liquid. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. So Shaz, while I remember, are you live this weekend? Okay, and I mean, you can see obviously the kit comes with these bottles of ink, which are half a fluid ounce or 14.79 milliliters. However, when you're using less than that much at a time, they last really, really well. I mean, the rainbow glitter is, hold up to the light, it's over half full still, and I use this all the time. It gets put into everything because it's gorgeous. So back to you little crazy person. Let's move you. Oh, Prime Day bargains. I didn't get anything. Oh, the only crafty thing that I got was replacing my heat gun. That was my only craft item. Other than that, it was sort of practical stuff. Like there were some shelves for the kitchen that we'd been looking at that we picked up when they went on to Prime Day. Yeah, nothing much. I did notice that the Happy Planner sticker books had gone down to, I think, $9.99 a book. But I avoided that because I've overspent this month already. So, and July is an expensive month for me because it's full of birthdays. There are 4 close family birthdays in July for us. So Oh, Quindara, you got till midnight. So, although I don't know what the time zones are like where you are, but yeah, there's still time. I would really like a set of the gouache paints, the jelly ones. And they were on a deal, but they weren't really that reduced. So, oh, I did notice that the ARTDOT stickers had gone back down to £5. So, if anybody had been holding out wanting the ARTDOT stickers, now is the time. I'm just using the edge of the sculpting tool to just try and smush out some of the they're still very rabbity ears, but what did Em say? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, a little chick. Yeah. Hey, maybe that's the thing that I noticed. Oh, I forget the name of her channel. It's Crafting with Gems, Diamond Painting with Gems. I can't remember. I'll link down below. But it's Gem anyway with a G. She had done one where she turned the moss for boats. She turned them into a water feature. So, and I've seen one that she did one where she turned green trays into like a Christmas tree. So there's yeah, there's definitely options out there. Okay, so we're gonna pop these eyes out now and see how they are. Obviously they've got no eyelids at the moment, so they'll look a little bit strange. But on the whole, I'm quite pleased with them. Yeah. Okay. So I'm all right with that. Thank you. Diamond Painting with Gems. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to just go in with my little B7000 to stick these eyes on, just for the sake of ease. Right, where is my... Come on. I tidied and now I can't remember where things are. There you go. Right. Pretty Placer. I've talked about these a lot. They are diamond painting crayons, but they're also pretty good for picking up stuff like this when you need to glue it to other things. So, oh, I've got a bubble in my glue. That's not good. Come on. Stringy glue. This stuff is pretty whiffy, so do this with a window open or go outside. It's strong glue, but because it's strong glue, it is very fumey. I think it was 4 or 5 of these little packs, but it's great because you don't have to open like a big pack and then have it dry up on you. Or Oh, well done me. I have managed to not, is that not enough? No. There's a slight concave to the inside of the eye and it's not, I've not put enough glue. There we go. Now I've got strings of glue everywhere, like when you're using a glue gun and you get the little spidery webs. Come on, sit in. Yeah, they're going to look a bit cloudy now because I've just got wax all over them, but I will polish them up once they are glued in place. Right, there. So yeah, it's got spider webs all over her nose now. Given that I made her nose a lot more prominent than the original drawing, I may give her a little nose piercing as well. Yeah, I mean, glues are always going to be a bit toxic, aren't they? Gosh, that being, who knows what's in this one? Excuse me, coffee. Yeah, E6000 does seem to be difficult to get hold of. So, but yeah, this was the next best thing for me. As I don't use sort of super strong glues very often. It was only something that I picked up when I started working on the miniature house because I figured I would need something. And then recently I also invested in a 2-part epoxy glue. And yeah, I thought so. That one, I hadn't put enough on that side. It was, to be fair, there's not much left in this tube. I am using the dregs, but I'm trying to avoid opening a new tube. There we go. But yes, once those have set, we can go in with just a little bit of an eyelid just to make it 5-minute epoxy. What's the one that I've got? Let's have a look. This is what I've been using. So, oh, okay, we are coming to the end of that battery life. I've just been given another warning. But we're at 59 minutes, so it's all good. Yes, this is the 5-minute crystal ARTDOT. So you mix the two together. It does stick resin if that's what you're looking at it for. Yeah, it's what they use for sticking gemstones and stuff. So yeah, I've been pleased with it. Works great, and was not too stinky. The mini houses, yeah. I'm really enjoying putting together my little mini house. It should be finished relatively soon. I'm on the upstairs now. If you're a Patreon, then you'll have seen some progress pictures. But I am kind of doing it as a thing that's just for me rather than making a video of the progress. I think next time I'll make a video. Obviously I did my live working on it, and maybe I will show it off when it's finished. I'll do a post review. But yeah, I have enjoyed it. I was trying to work out what scale the tiny house that I'm working on is, and at the moment my son has placed Lego figures inside it, and actually they don't look too out of place. The Lego figures look like they would be sort of the children in the house. So but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I've done all the downstairs is done on the mini house. The bathroom's done. So it's just the bedroom and the study. And then it's finished. Oh, and finishing wiring. Yeah, because it's got lights and stuff. So yeah, the super glue that I normally use is the Loctite one. But I'm all out of that. It's all gone. Okie dokes. Right. Oh, come on. Get these spider webs off your face. There. So, yes, we are just over the hour now. I realise I don't feel like I've got an awful lot done, but maybe I have. I don't know. I feel like I've made progress. I'm going to set those wings in place so that they can go into the oven as well. And then next time you see her, she'll be ready for clothes. I think that's where we're at. So just to set the wings in before I go, just a little snake of clay. Oh, a bit of Sculpey. Always forget the Sculpey glue. Glue. So this is, as I explained last week, this is the glue that sticks the clay to other things. So I'm just going to put a little sausage of clay in there and in there, and then these guys, just that's it, done. Just smooth out that transition, but obviously once she's got her clothes on, that will cover all of that. And yeah, we're I think we're probably done for the day. So let me just see if I can lay her down there. Come on. That's the other thing. I'm going to need to just support the wings on something while she's baking. But I will do that with some oh, what's the word? A tinfoil. Yes. So we'll get that done. But okay, thank you all for joining me. Sorry it was a little bit flustered and weird this week, but when isn't it? Honestly, I feel like I apologise every week for it being terrible. Yes, thank you to everybody for being here. If this is your first time, thank you for being here. Please do say hi down in the comments so that I can thank you. And if you're watching on replay, do let me know. What colour would you have made her eyes? Let me know down in the comments if you are on #replay. So yes, thank you so much. Do all those YouTubey things, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, become a member of the Crafty Coven, and if you can afford to do so, it would mean the world if you would check out my Patreon. Links down in the description as always. So until next time, stay crafty.